Hello and good afternoon. I'm Aisha and you are watching Millet Times. We begin with the latest from Iran. The man who ruled Shia powerhouse nation for nearly 4 decades is making his final journey. 4 months after his death, Iran is begin saying its final goodbye to his longest serving supreme leader. The state funeral for Ayatollah Ali Khamenei underways with millions of mourners expected over the next 3 days. This isn't just a funeral, it is Iran's first major show of strength since the war. On Friday, Iran opened the first day of the week-long state farewell. The ceremonies began at Tehran's Imam Khamenei Masala, where Khamenei's coffin was placed in its state. As thousands of mourners filed past to pay their respect, photographers show mourners carrying Khamenei's coffin emblazoned with Iran's flag into the Grand Masala. It is one of the Islamic Republic's most important ceremonial venues. During an earlier pre-funeral ceremony, mourners were seen clad in black as the coffin was set down against a backdrop of red flowers and white butterflies hanging in the air. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian was seen paying his respect alongside other officials, including the country's top negotiators, Ghalibaf. The mood was one of the collective mournings. After public views and ceremonies, funeral procession will travel across to the holy city of Qom as well as the Iraqi holy cities of Najaf and Karbala, before ending with his final burial in hometown of Mashhad on the 9th of July at the holy shrine of Imam Raza. Our feeling is combination of grief and sorrow as well as epic spirit, power and grandeur. For the first time, we will witness the largest social event in which, while all our people are grieving and have a lump in their throats, they will present the greatest epic, the embodiment of the people's power to the world. But long before the first batch of mourners arrived, Iran had already mobilized for the one of the biggest state events in its history. Banners of Khamenei are all over Tehran. Public holidays have been declared. Airspace have Tehran and Mashhad has been restricted. Thousands of security personnel have been deployed, and authorities say millions of people are expected to join the procession. The images coming out from Iran show countries in mourning. Women were seen praying, weeping, and paying their last respect as they pass Khamenei's coffin. Military bands play funeral honors. Black flags and portraits of the late leaders file to the streets of Tehran. Iran has effectively turned its capital city into fortress with armored vehicles, security convoys, and heavily armed personnel. The heightened security comes just months after the US and Israel strikes that killed Khamenei. Authorities say the measures are necessary as dozens of foreign delegations are expected to attend. But the late leader's son and Iran's new supreme leader is expected to remain out of public view. Iran officially say that the Mujtaba security could not be granted. For Tehran, its funeral ceremony is also about what is want to tell the world. Iran's leaders say the procession will show the world that the Islamic Republic remains united despite war, American sanctions, and the assassination of its supreme leader. State officials have described the ceremony as a display of national resolve. And in the streets, chants of death to America were heard as Iranians linked the funeral to the recently concluded war with the United States and Israel. Delegations across the world, international representatives were seen arriving to pay their respect at the state farewell. India has also sent a multi-faith fair delegation as well as a cross-party delegation to Tehran. The Indian delegation was led by Minister of State for External Affairs Pabitra Margarita and included Bihar Governor Lieutenant General Sitada Hasnain, former External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid, and PDP Chief Mehbooba Mufti. Officials from China and Russia are also part of the international delegation, while Beijing will be represented by Highway, the deputy leader of its top legislative body. Russia was represented by former President Dmitry Medvedev, who is also deputy chairman of Security Council. He was received by Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian and top diplomat Abbas Araghchi. Afterward, he pays his respect at the coffin of silent Supreme Leader. Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif was also in attendance. The Vice President of Turkey and President of Georgia and Tajikistan, as well as Afghanistan, Taliban administration and Bangladesh have also confirmed senior representatives. Iran is sparing no expense. It is now mounting one of the largest logistical operations in the Islamic Republic's history. State media spent days replacing headlines about nuclear talks and diplomacy within its United States and Gulf mediators with tribute, songs, documentaries, wall-to-wall coverage. Khamenei's legacy. It is an act of defense against the United States of Israel. The symbol is deliberate. The ceremony also coincided with the 250th anniversary of American independence, and they are unfolding during the Muharram, the holiest month of mourning in Shia Islam, where themes of sacrifice and martyrdom take center stage. Tehran is trying to elevate Khamenei from political leader killing war to martyr, whose death strengthened the Islamic Republic ideological narrative. The fact that the funeral procession extends beyond Iran's louder and the route also tell you little more about the new regime in Iran and the Islamic Republic's long-standing ambition to project influence beyond its territory and reinforce its religious leadership across the wider Shia world. This funeral isn't just honoring a fallen son of Tehran. It is about showing the world that their Iran is still standing.